2 Corinthians 5, Paul is giving the people of Corinth an overview of what Christ has done for us and how we are supposed to respond. Just after saying that Jesus died for us, he says in verse 16, "So from now on, we regard no one from a worldly point of view. Though we once regarded Christ in this way, we do so no longer." We just don't look at people the way we used to. Before, we used to see them as unbelievers, even as enemies. But our perspective is changed. Why? Because Christ died for all, and no one is left out. Because of what he did for everyone, we look at everyone differently than we used to. Now, we see them as people for whom Christ died. We see them as people that Jesus loved, people that Jesus wants in his family, people that we should love too. So we look at them in a new way. That's what he says in verse 17. "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone, the new is here." We look at people and see a new creation. We see new possibilities for the people we meet. We see new possibilities for ourselves, too. We don't look at ourselves from a worldly point of view either. We know that we are people for whom Jesus died, people whom he loves and he wants. We see new life, new possibilities, and new hope because of what Jesus has done for us. Verse 18. "All this is from God, who reconciled us to himself through Christ, and gave us the ministry of reconciliation," that God was reconciling the world to himself in Christ, not counting people's sins against them. And he has committed to us the message of reconciliation. Through Christ, God has reconciled us to himself, and he was reconciling the entire world to himself. And what does this mean? It means that God was not counting people's sins against them. They might think that their sins cut them off from God, cut them off from his love, but he says, no, God is not holding that against them. There's a clean slate, a new creation. It's breathtaking. And we have a part to play in it. He has given us the message and ministry of reconciliation. We are the ones who take this message of love to the world, to the people who need it. God is not counting people's sins against them. Everything is new. Everything is different in this new creation. Oh, the riches of the mercy of God. May he open our eyes, so that we can grasp how rich and great his love for us is for us and for the people around us.